Living in the US, away from the motherland, I realized our whole lives can pass by without being able to speak to the ones we love. So I given myself 7 days to be able to speak in Malayalam. I wanted to be able to speak properly to my grandmother in Kerala by the end of it. This video details 4 basic methods I used to learn my mother tongue in 1 week. My name is Vidya Warrior. Not that kind of warrior. No, not that kind either. This kind of warrior. Warriors come from Kerala. Traditionally, they worked in the temple. They're called Ambalavasis and are hence known to be really traditional people who stick close to the rituals and customs of Kerala. And at the heart of Kerala is its language, Malayalam. So I come from Kerala, but I don't know the heart. I don't know my mother tongue. I know it's supposed to be pretty shameful and all that, but I came to the US with my family when I was 3 months old. And since then, there's always this minor identity crisis. In America, we're considered Indian. In India, we're considered American. We look different, we had strange lunches, we had unpronounceable names. In between that maze of confusion, learning our mother tongue just didn't happen. The only time I really heard Malayalam was when I was in trouble. So at least I can understand Malayalam pretty well now. All this lack of language wasn't really a problem until we visited Kerala. Between multiple sittings for coffee and eating banana chips at our relatives' houses in Kerala, our English was more of a comedy than a means of communication. Our nasal American accents and slang were hilarious, and our tiny attempts to speak Malayalam were usually met with a lot of laughter. The saddest part came when we were talking to our grandmother who knows only Malayalam. Either she was left out of all the chatter or we were left out of the conversation. 3.8 million individuals in the US have an Indian ancestry. That makes Indians the 3rd largest immigrant group in the country. Only a third of those people speak an Indian language. That says a lot. While some colleges in the US teach Indian languages, only 54 teach Malayalam. But go to college to learn our native language? That too after our tongues have permanently twisted into an American accent and our brains confused and not able to relate to all the respect in the Indian languages? I reached out to a friend, Subhashri, who's a born and brought up Malayali. It seems that unlike English, Indian languages have many respectful ways of addressing people depending upon their age and stature. Practicing with a native speaker helped me a lot to get immediate corrections and to absorb other nuances.
മലയാളം പഠിക്കുകയാണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഒറ്റ വിദ്യയേ ഉള്ളൂ, സിനിമ കാണാം.
അത് നല്ല ഹോംവർക്ക് ആണല്ലോ.
This method is slightly dangerous because the risk of becoming a lazy spectator is really high. This is more about studying the movie with subtitles, repeating the sentences out loud. This helped me to see cultural situations in real-life scenarios. ഞാൻ മലയാളം പഠിക്കാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നു. Nothing really works until you're ready to let people laugh at you and you're ready to feel stupid. It's mostly about feeling uncomfortable. If we attempt, what will people think? Will they laugh at us? What will people say? So as soon as I came to terms with that, it was a lot easier to learn much faster. I also got into a bit of single word vocab practice. But just knowing the names of the fruits and vegetables seemed to serve no purpose. Practicing them in phrases seemed a lot more fruitful.
അയാളുടെ പക്കൽ 3 ആപ്പിൾ ഉണ്ട്.
Now I'll break for my Ucha Bhakshanam and get back to you. Malayalam as a language is actually really enchanting. It sounds like a song. It's really sweet to the ears. And that too, it's not just one kind of song. There is the Kannur style where my mom is from, and there's a Thrissur style where my dad is from, and there are a whole bunch of styles in between. It's definitely not enough to learn just the vocabulary. You have to learn the song behind the vocabulary. You have to learn to sing it out. And that, I think, just comes with practice. Should probably be doing that more often. Otherwise, the Indian languages may slowly start to become extinct, at least in the US. Already there are so many people like me in my generation who can't speak their language. How will we pass it on to the next generation? I found a student who is teaching through her journey.
Namaskaram, Njan Elikutty An, and welcome to Learn Malayalam with Elikutty.
Those of you who don't know, Eli means rat. So her name is Eliza, she goes by Elikutty, that's her nickname.
Lover of languages, I was eager to learn Malayalam after meeting my Malayali husband. However, I soon realized that there weren't many resources to learn from. Being a language teacher myself, I decided to make my own to share with the rest of the world.
A cousin introduced me to her social media pages and I reached out to her explaining my efforts. She has got a similar background in speaking only Western languages. A certain systematic way of breaking it up. Someone who's a native English speaker can very easily relate. After a week of interchangeably using these 4 methods of learning my language, I felt ready to surprise my grandmother in India with a video call speaking fully in Malayalam. I hope English words won't slip out, but it's because it's just so habitual to use English. I have to just make sure I keep all the English vocabulary aside. Malayalam doesn't work, I'll resort to dance. Call a little later, we're having breakfast. Okay. I'm doing some last minute studying. I feel like I'm getting ready for an exam. I haven't seen you in so many days. It's true, it's been a year. So our conversation went on for about an hour. It felt really nice to speak in something other than English. I could tell how our personalities change when we speak another language. It's like speaking another language helps you to get to know different aspects about yourself. So she gave me, I don't know my Malayalam numbers yet, so I don't know exactly what she gave me, but I know she gave me pretty high marks, although I used a little bit of English here and there. I'd say it's a success, although I know I have a lot to practice. I can tell I'm not able to utter some of the words as I should be. That was fun.
ഹായ് മോളെ, എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട്? സുഖം തന്നെയല്ലേ? അതൊന്നും എനിക്ക് പറ്റില്ല. അമ്മ എന്തെങ്കിലും സംസാരിക്കും. വിദ്യാക്ക് ഒരു റിപ്ലൈയും